Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I have showed you how to do a square yoke. Now I'm going to show you with one easy change how to turn it into this style of yoke. It's a really easy change. Now it's the same number of stitches on this as there is on this one. I've got a few more rows on this one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this one. And there's only 7 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It depends on how big you want it anyway. Now to make little dresses, now this can be turned around this way. It can be turned around this way. I've got my nice neat edge on it. You can turn it that way. Now it is the same yoke. Now I've got this yoke on a previous video. I'll leave a link, a little square here, and it'll take you to the square one if you want to do the square ones. And we've got this sort of, I don't know what this is called, it's like an angel top. So I'll show you how to do the basic one like this, and how to change it from a square and get this shape with the same amount of stitches. So we're going to start off by casting on 56 stitches, and I'm going to do a slip knot. Now if you can't do a slip knot, just tie it on by hand. So we're going to do a chain of 56 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got my 56 stitches. I'm going to go into the 4th stitch in the chain. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and do a treble crochet. If you're in the USA, that's a double crochet for you. These stitches are double crochets in the USA. So we've got 1 and 1, there's 2. We need 7. 1 into each stitch until you've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 into the next one is 6, and 1 into the next one is 7. So into the next stitch we're going to build a corner. We're going to put 1 UK treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 more UK treble crochet, all into the same stitch. Now if you're in the USA, these are double crochets for you. So 1 into this next stitch, chain 2, 1, 2 and 1 more into the same stitch, and that's you made your first corner. We've made our first corner. I'll turn that this way because this is the way we're working. So that's us made this first corner here. We've done our stitches and we've done this first corner. Now we're going to work along. We're going to work 11 stitches along. So into the next stitch, don't count that as stitch 1. So into the next stitch, that will be stitch 1. 1, 2, we're working 11 along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So into the next stitch you're going to build a corner again. So in between the corners here we've got 11 stitches. Don't count the corner. If you do, it's 13 stitches altogether. So we've got our corner, you've got your stitch, your 2 chain and your stitch. Then in between that we've got 11 stitches, and then we're going to build the next corner. into the same stitch, put 1 treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 treble crochet. That's into the next stitch from that 11. So we've now got that corner done. I'll put that there. And this is what we're trying to achieve. So we've done that corner, and then done that part and done that corner. Now we're going to go along this way and do this corner. We'll come along here and do that corner and then along. So now we're going along the front of the dress. This will be the front of the yoke or the front of your dress. Into the next stitch, we're going to do from the next stitch along, we're going to put 14 stitches in. So don't count that stitch, don't count that one. So into the next stitch, that'll be stitch 1, we're going to go along 14, 2, 12, 13 and 14. Into the next stitch, build a corner. That's 1 treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 treble crochet. Every time you get to the corner, you'll put 1 treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 treble crochet. So now we're going to work along here. We're going to do 11 stitches. This is the other arm. So don't count that, don't count that one there. So from here, the next stitch, we're going to do 11. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So into the next stitch, build your next corner. This is your last corner. 1 treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 treble crochet. So you'll have 4 corner spaces. You'll have 4 of these chains. And along here we should have 7 stitches left. So don't count that one. So into the next stitch, we're going to work along for 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the last one is 7. And this is what you have. This is the start of your, fix that in, it's just the way it is. Once we've got a few more rows on, it will sit in. Okay, and that's it here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, the equivalent of 4 corners. Now just disregard that, that's just my edge that I made, and that's it here. So we've got our 4 corners. So from this first stitch to this stitch here, we've got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you want to do it that way. And then from this one to this one we've got 13. So from this space to this space we've got 16 altogether. You've got your corner stitch and then 14 in between, and then your corner stitch. And that's why I've not added them in, because that's the corner stitches that's there. These are going to increase as we make this sort of half hexagon. And then you've got your next set from the space to the space, you've got 13 stitches, and from that space to that last one you've got 8 stitches, and that's your corner. So there's your corners, and then you've got 7 stitches there. That's why I said it like that, because we're going to increase, we're going into the corner each time. So you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. Now you're going to put 1 treble crochet into each stitch till you get to the corner space, and in there you're going to put 1 treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 treble crochet. Then work along these stitches, 1 into each stitch, and then do the corner, 1 treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 treble crochet. And if you're in the USA, that's double crochets for you. Work along to the next one, make a corner, work along, and you'll make a corner and work along to the end, chain 3 and turn, and do it again. You're going to do that for 10 rows. So that's row 1. I've got 9 more. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all together on this one. So into the next stitch, I'll do this next row, and then I'll come back when I've got 10 rows done. So it's 1 into each stitch, and that's going to make the yoke in that half hexagon, and you can make so many different items with it. And in this red I'm going to make a little Christmas dress. So I'm at the corner and I'm going to put 1 treble crochet, 2 chain and 1 treble crochet. Now I'm going to show you this. So this is my little half hexagon, and this is a square. I've still got my end to sew in. I'm just keeping this for showing purposes. It's the same number of stitches. Now it's the same number of stitches. It's 56 stitches around the neck, but when you only put 1 chain in between, you get it. It comes out as a square. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've only done 7 rounds on that square one. You can do more if you want. But when you do the same amount of stitches and you put 2 chains in the space, it turns it into this half hexagon. I think it's called a hexagon. It turns it into that shape. Now it's the same one, it's the same amount of stitches. It's the same amount of stitches. So 1 chain in the corners makes it square, and 2 chains in the corners make it this half hexagon, so that when you fold it, and that's your sleeves, this part becomes your sleeves. And that's your sleeve there. That's your sleeve, and then you can either turn this into a cardigan by picking up along here, down to here, all the way along the bottom, up to this one and along, and that's what makes the dress. You can make your dress with it. So I'll pop them aside. So what I'll do now is I'll work along my stitches, one into each stitch, and then I'll make a corner in this space along here, one into each stitch, one UK treble crochet, or that's one double crochet if you're in the USA. I'll make a corner in this chain space, in the chain space, work along, make a corner and work along, and then I'll come back and show you what it's like. But you're going to do that for 10 rows. You'll do 10 rounds, chain 3, turn and come back the other way. So I've done my second row and I've got to my last stitch where my chain of 3 is, and I'm going to put into the third stitch in that chain of 3 a treble crochet. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and turn, and we're going to do the same again. We're going to do the same until we have 10 rows done. So I've done the 10 rows for this yoke, and like I said, the only difference to make it this shape is putting 2 chains in the corner spaces, where the square one only has 1 chain and that keeps it square, and this one I've got 2 chains in the corner and it makes it go out like this. I've done 10 rows on this. So what I'll explain now is, once you've got your sort of half hexagonal, it's almost a little bit more than a half. Once you folded it like this, these are your sleeves. So when you want to make something with this, you'll pin these 2 corners together, pin these 2 corners, this corner and this corner together, and that's your sleeve space. And the same over here, you'll put your 2 corners together. Now you can have this as the back. You can collect up stitches around here, 2 into each stitch, and then you can turn it into a dress. You can have it facing round this way, and that's the front of it. You can have it this way, and this can be an opening front, and you can put a short little body on here and make it into a cardigan, just like the square one. Now down here in the corner at the end of the video, I'll put a link to the square yoke and all the things that I made with that simple square. So in the next video I'll show you how to put a button band on and how to turn this into a little dress. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.